Hey, more of that to come a little bit later. We'll get to that soon. But yeah, I'm live out here at LIFE Charlotte-Concord, and we'll just get right to it. I'm going to talk right here to Audrey real quick. Tell me what's been going on so far this month.
We've been having our Spooky Seas Halloween event, which is a lot of fun for the whole family on weekends. Our last weekend is coming up. We have underwater pumpkin carving, crafts for the kids, face painting, and a first ever for us, our after hours flashlight tour.
The flashlight tour, first ever. We're going to talk a little bit about Ariel, Ariel. What can we expect with this first ever flashlight tour?
Well, the flashlight tour is very exciting. It's our first ever experience that's available after hours, so families can come and visit the aquarium after dark. They can see an exclusive experience with some of our research animals, and they are searching for our missing research vessel, the Merlin.
Okay, and I guess I'll go back to Audrey real quick. What can you tell us about this month? How's it been? How's the turnout been like?
It's been really great. The underwater pumpkin carving is a huge hit with the guests. I mean, I think it's pretty unusual to see scuba divers in a tank carving pumpkins. And then people have also really been enjoying the flashlight tour because it's a really unique experience to see the animals in the aquarium in the dark and see kind of what they're like when the lights are out. It's a little bit like Night at the Museum, sure, kind of behind the scenes. So we're really excited about it, and it's been going really well.
And Ariel, what type of, I know we'll get to it in the next segment, but what type of animals, reptiles, can we expect in that flashlight tour?
We've got snakes, we've got Pac-Man frogs, tarantulas, scorpions, all kind of creepy crawlies, lots of exciting stuff. And
I guess in the next segment at 6 o'clock, I'm going to be, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be holding, but we are going to be holding one of these reptiles, so stay with us. We'll be back out here at the 6 o'clock hour with some more out here at the Flashlight Tour. Send it back to you guys in the studio.
Fun inside Concord Mills Mall. Brandon Smith joining us live there with more, and I can't, oh, yes!
Oh,
yes, you have a snake there. Is that on your arm or hers?
It looks like both.
Both.
Oh, no, this is definitely on my arm. You can see this arm candy I have going on right now. I'm live at the LIFE Charlotte-Concord here, and yes, you see what's on my arm. We'll talk a little bit about their Spooky Seas Flashlight Tour. This is the educational room. I'm with Ariel here. First off, on my arm, what can you tell me about this?
This is our ball python Solo. He's a total sweetheart, as you can see.
Of course.
He's part of our Animal Ambassador program, and you can see him at our Spooky Flashlight Tour.
Besides the reptile on my arm, what else can we see here in the educational room?
We have a curly-haired tarantula, we have a California king snake, an emperor scorpion, and our Pac-Man frog, Chad.
What other type, why are these animals in here?
Exactly. It is kind of strange to have animals like this at an aquarium, but they are part of our new Animal Ambassador program that we're unveiling in 2019. They are educational, so if a school or an organization wants us to do an off-site event, we can bring some of these animals in an educational workshop for the kids, and children can interact with them. As you can see, they really enjoy being handled, some of them. And if you want to see them before our 2019 program unveils, you should come to our Spooky Flashlight Tour, because only people that come on the tour get to see them this year.
And specifically, what can you tell me about Solo, the type of snake he is, and things like that?
He's a ball python. He's a non-venomous constrictor, so he just squeezes really hard. They're called ball pythons because if they do get scared, they just curl up into a tight little ball.
All right. Well, again, Spooky Flashlight Tour, Spooky Seas Flashlight Tour, last weekend here. Paige and Jason, if you guys want me to bring back anything, bring back Solo here, I can. You guys just let me know what you guys want me to do.
It's a toss-up between the snake and the curly-haired tarantula in terms of which would make me actually vomit on the news desk more.
Yeah, if you could bring those back about 10:30. I think Paige and I leave at 10:29. Yeah, that'd be great, Brandon. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, I'm live at the Charlotte-Concord Aquarium. I hope you guys can appreciate this backdrop out here. This is the last weekend of their Spooky Seas Flashlight Tour. I'm going to bring in the GM, Audrey Padgett, to kind of talk about what we can expect here for people coming in this weekend.
Absolutely. Saturday and Sunday, anyone can join us for our underwater pumpkin carving, crafts, and our Monster Mash dance party.
And I guess explain this area of where we're at right now.
Sure. We're in our 180-degree ocean tunnel, so this gives you a great view of our largest exhibit, which is our 117,000-gallon ocean tanks. We have sharks, grouper, sea turtle, and some very large southern stingrays in this tank as well.
Awesome. So just that's just a little bit of what they have to offer out here. Obviously, you guys saw me earlier in the hour in the educational room with that snake around me. We'll have much more later on in the 7 o'clock hour. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Good. Jason, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's lighting up here live at the Charlotte-Concord Aquarium. My first time here, having a good time. We're here for the Spooky Seas tour. Let me know, I'm with Brianna here. Where are we at right now in the tour?
So we are in our shipwreck area. So right now, as you start the tour, we saw you guys in our education room earlier, and that's where you start, and you go from our Catawba River zone and work your way around to more tropical animals, which are where we are right now. We have this tank right here with bannerfish and eels, and we have our big octopus over there. This is the last zone that you go through before you kind of solve the mystery of the missing ship. So you get the last clue to solve.
So we're going to try to walk over here a little bit, see if we can get Colby with me. Try to walk over here to the octopus area and see if we can wake him up here and just kind of, Brandon, kind of, again, talk to us about what we kind of seeing out here.
Yeah, so our giant Pacific octopus, she's actually right there in the corner. She camouflages herself depending on where she is in the tank. So it's still kind of early for her, so she's waking up. But when she is really active, she'll move and walk across the whole tank. But she's actually very, very smart. So it's really cool for our guests to see her.
All right, so after we leave the shipwreck area, then where does our tour lead us?
So you go from here, walk through shipwreck into our turtle shelter exhibit, which is, we have annual exhibits. This is the last one for 2018. And you find this mystery treasure chest and try and solve a riddle, which leads to the answer of where the missing ship went.
Awesome. And real quickly here, we've been doing this for about 3 weeks now. Just tell me how this has been so far.
Yeah, it's been really, really great. This is our first ever after-hours tour in the dark. It's only $16, and guests can book their tours online. So our last 2 days are Friday and Saturday of this week. So it'll be really great.
Awesome. Well, you heard it right there. Jason and Paige, if you guys can get out here, you know anyone to get out here, come on out here. This is the last weekend out here at the Charlotte-Concord Aquarium. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
I love aquariums.
I do too. If you can just guarantee, Brandon, that the curly-haired tarantula will be nowhere in sight.
Hey, I won't be holding it, but I won't be holding it. How about that?
No, that doesn't help us
That was
at all.
a really sketchy answer. I'm not too sure about that, Brandon. Okay, we'll check in with you a little bit later on.
Enjoy your not holding it.
I don't know. I'm not. 46's Brandon Smith has been live all morning long, getting ready to go. You almost look like, with that blue shirt on, you look like you're inside the tank, Brandon.
Hey guys, good morning. It's been quite the morning out here. I'm at the Ocean Habitat here at the Charlotte-Concord Aquarium. I'm joined by the GM here, Audrey Paget, and we have some cool divers behind us as well. Audrey, what is going on behind us?
We have a couple of our dive team members here in our Ocean Habitat this morning. They are part of our Spooky Seas event on the weekends. They actually do underwater pumpkin carving contests. So the last weekend to see that is this upcoming weekend. And this is part of their weekly routine. They get in, they clean, they check out the animals, and just generally have some fun.
And you said they're well behaved right now, right?
They're being pretty well behaved. Sometimes they give us bunny ears. They like to keep the guests entertained, so it's a lot of fun.
But you said they could actually bring the pumpkins down here and carve them in the water in there, right?
Absolutely. So they bring the pumpkins down. There will be 2 divers, and they will see who has the best design. The audience on that given day gets to vote, so whoever gets the loudest applause gets the winning prize.
Awesome. And we want to hit real quick on a Spooky Seas tour. Again, the flashlight tour. I guess what can people expect coming out here to that tour?
Absolutely. So the tour is an after-hours event. It's the first one of its kind for us. And guests start off in our education room where you met some of our reptiles and critters this morning. And then they work their way through the aquarium looking for our missing research vessel. And they get to see all of these beautiful habitats in a spooky, darker environment than normal day guests.
And we want to get you to hit on the event coming up next month as well.
Absolutely. And so if you can't make it this weekend for the last weekend of Spooky Seas, our next really fun event is going to be yoga. here in the aquarium on November 10th. And we're doing that with our partners at SweatNet, so people can sign up through their website.
Sorry, I got startled there. A shark just flew through here, so
Yeah.
sorry about that.
It's okay. The animals like to photobomb us. We do have sharks, stingrays, sea turtle, and, of course, our awesome dive team in the water this morning.
All right, Jason and Paige, if you guys can try to get out here this weekend, last weekend of the Flashlight Tour, a lot of fun out here. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.